Hey guys, this video is probably going to irritate some people. Um, it irritates me, so I mean I'm right there with you. But it's just the way it is. This is my situation, and I've kind of made a decision. So it's Wednesday night as I am recording this. It probably go out Friday morning maybe. And as of Sunday, this past Sunday, I'll put a picture of what this wall over here looked like. So that was Sunday night. All my cues, well, except for my Southwest, I guess, were clean against the chair. Um, Nice arrangement. I like to come by and look at them, go over them, pick them up, shoot with them. I like shooting with all my cues. So now I'll put in a picture of what that wall looked like Monday night. Just a slight difference. I do still have to patch a bunch of holes, spackle a bunch of holes. I'll probably paint the whole wall. Might paint it cloth color. I think that might be interesting. Anyway, so yeah, I took all my cues down, took my wall racks down. I'm not selling all my cues. I'm not giving them away, certainly. Stop typing. I'm not going to have a big bonfire. I just took them down off the wall and put them in cases. And I have a safe on the way. Like, Dave, why did you do this? You may ask. And I'm kind of asking myself the same thing. But here's the deal. I have been trying for a long time to become a consistent player, not just in making balls and stuff, but consistent physically, what I do, element wise, and mentally. Mentally, I have a million different styles, and it has become way too easy for me if I feel like I'm having a bad night or whatever to just start doing something else. Shorter bridge, use a dipping type of emotion on my stroke. Stand up straighter, bend down lower. All these, it's too easy for me to do that kind of a switch on my physical style of what I'm doing. Just like it's too easy for me to do that kind of switch mentally doing. Try to concentrate all the time, even if I don't have it, or go just try to tra-la-la my way through pool. Along with that stuff, the me component, I had all these damn cues over here. And it was way too easy for me. Missed 3 shots in a row with the Southwest, for example. Walk over there, pick up something else, shoot with it. This has always been fun for me to be able to do this, okay? It was way too easy. And I want to be consistent. How can I be consistently good with anything? Right now, I'm just talking about the cues. If I keep switching cues around, I think this is probably the most obvious statement I've ever made. Because if I want to be consistent with a cue, I need to use that cue for 95 at least percent of the time. Now, I do still love shooting with all my other cues. I do still own them, but I just wanted to make it more difficult. I wanted to make it more difficult than just walking over here and picking up something else. Now, if I decided, hey, I want to shoot with, you know, my main P-char for a while, or my second Carmelo, I got to go over there and dig it out and find the shaft, and it's trouble. It's trouble to do it, and that's what I want. I didn't want it to be easy anymore, because I want to shoot with the cue I'm trying to use to, as much as possible, as much as possible. If I miss 3 shots in a row with whatever my main cue is, then I miss 3 shots in a row with it, and I'm hoping that now the cues are distanced from me and harder to get to, that I'll just keep shooting with what I've been shooting with. If that made any sense, I feel like I rambled a little bit on this sentence, but yeah, that's why this happened. It's out of sight, out of mind, maybe a little bit of that. Mostly just exactly like I said, though. I want it to be a pain in the ass to start shooting with a different cue, just on a whim. If I want to shoot with a different cue, I want to have to make some effort, take some effort, go over there and dig it out and find it and all that, shoot with it.
I don't want to just be able to go, okay, shit one. Okay, now we'll do this one. Okay, now we'll do this one. Meanwhile, the cue I'm trying to use as my main cue, I'm not getting any better at all with that cue because it's leaning against a chair or wherever it is. That's why I did what I did. That's why I moved all my cues off the wall. Nothing more sinister or anything than that. Um, the mental side of things, the mental thing, I continue to work on just being able to concentrate better, and I am working on it. And I think I'm getting better. My attitude, like, am I having fun type of thing? That attitude, that's definitely got a million times better over the last few years. The physical style that I shoot with, am I standing up? Am I bent over, forward, back? Whatever. Those are just things that I guess I just have to use my what little self discipline I have to try not to be switching around stuff so much. It continues to be fun for me to do stuff like that though. So that it's going to be tough. But I can't forget all the little physical elements and physical styles that I've had, short of giving myself a lobotomy, and I'm not going to do that. It'd be kind of a gross video, and I'm not going to do that. I just got to just say, hey, you know what? You know that this particular new method of yours is not going to be the way you're going to be shooting in 6 months or 6 weeks or 5 years or whatever. It is not your future, so don't do it. Don't waste your time with it. I have to try to tell myself that kind of stuff. That's this video about irritating some people, but because it's a little bit shorter than I thought, I think I will just go ahead and maybe irritate even more people. I mentioned that the cue that I'm trying to get used to was over here, nothing was happening to it because I kept grabbing other cues. Well, Synergy Shaft, Richard Black cue. I just got this cue back. Couldn't make a damn ball with it. I said in the video when I got it back, hey, because I went to all this trouble, there was all this trouble getting it back, I'll probably never miss. Well, I don't know if I ever made one. And so that sucked. And it just got me to follow up on some thoughts that I've been having lately about, the future of pool cue shafts. I think that carbon fiber is the future of pool cue shafts. Every year you see more and more of them around, especially with the top players and all that. And of course, some of that is just sponsorship and things. But I ask myself, if I stay healthy enough to play and I'm still an active player, let's say in 10 years, if I'm still alive and still playing, do I think I'll be playing with a carbon fiber shaft in 10 years? And yeah, I absolutely think I will be. I will have made the switch by then. Because my only problem with this has always just been the color. I love the hit. I love the low squirt. I love the fact that it doesn't warp or ding or anything like that. Just didn't like the color. But in 10 years, yeah, I'm going to switch. That is my future. And the future of pool, like I said, I believe is the carbon fiber shaft. So then I thought, okay, if you're going to switch in 10 years, what about 5? You think you're going to switch in 5 years? I'm like, yeah, I probably am. And then the next question was, well, why the hell not just switch right now? If my only hangup, and really my only hangup is the color, and I see black shafts everywhere nowadays, what am I waiting for? I mean, let's face it, I'm not a spring chicken. And if I'm going to get any improvement, any consistency, whatever, out of this shaft, out of a carbon fiber shaft, maybe I want to start sooner rather than later. Because in 5 years, I might be too old and feeble to even pick up a cue. Might be dead, hell. So why not take advantage of it? And that's been my thinking, is just bite the bullet, drink the Kool-Aid, whatever saying, and just switch. Everybody else is doing it.
I know if everybody else jumped off a bridge, would I do it? It would depend on how much fun it looked like they were having. And it looks like a lot of these people that switch to the carbon fiber pool cue shafts are having a hell of a lot of fun and winning a lot of stuff. So that's where I am at. I've got this cue with carbon fiber, and I've got my Southwest, which is still all stock. And right now, honestly, it's a race. It's a 50-50 contest, is what I mean. Um, Sometimes I've been shooting pretty well with this just over the last couple days. But I have been shooting with that Southwest and shooting pretty well for the last several weeks. I don't know what's going to happen. But just in case you guys fire up one of my videos here that I make in the future, and this is what I'm shooting with, that's why. That's why. Because I've decided or realized that, yeah, I'm going to make the switch eventually. I'm not going to be a stock shaft guy forever for as long as I'm playing. I'm going to make the switch. And I'm just reasoning right now to do it. Just rip the Band-Aid off and just do it. And don't put it off any longer. Just do it. And so that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at right now. That may irritate some people. It definitely irritates me because I still look at that. Like I said, I see a black shaft that doesn't match the rest of the cue. I see ring work that is non-existent on the Synergy, and nice ring work on the Richard Black. I don't like the way it looks whatsoever. I think it looks goofy and stupid. It makes me feel like a weirdo. But honestly, the honest fact is, if I go to Derby City, which is about the only place I go, and I have a stock shaft, I'm the damn weirdo. It used to be somebody would show up with Derby with a non-wood shaft, and they were the weirdo. Or Keel wood shaft, they were the weirdo. Nowadays, no, I'm the stock shaft. What, me and Tony are the only two that are left with a stock shaft? Yeah, might just be Tony after this. Don't know. I'm going to stop this video, see how long it is. And if it's not too long, I'll publish it and irritate all my viewers at the same time. Bye, guys.